So let's start with the fundamentals. Now. So I will always start with the tax. The tax is a very, very important part to our contract, to our business at all. And because we get the questions quite a lot, why is the slippage so high and all of this? Just let me explain a little bit. So we have a 15% buy and a 15% sell tax. We need this tax to actually maintain our project itself. So we use 8% overall as BUSD reflections. For the people which are new or joining in, or potential investors, we are reflecting, or let's say paying out dividends in BUSD. This is a stable token. You are free to do with it whatever you're feeling like. And the way this works is our contract is collecting our tokens as a tax. It collects the tokens right now at this time to around 150 billion. You can always check the progress in our dashboard. And once the contract hits 150 billion, the next cell appearing will trigger the contract cell. You will either see 4 cells or 3 cells in a row. 4 if a normal cell is triggering the contract, and only 3 if, for example, I am triggering the contract by selling one bank, because a cell of one bank is simply too small to show up in for example, Dextools or Poocoin. So this is when you only see 3 cells. Once the contract sold, it will start to distribute the BUSD rewards. It is fully automated. You can just sit back and relax, and you will see the dollars dripping into your wallet over time. It might take some time right after the contract sale, because with every transaction happening, roughly 4 to 8 holders will receive their rewards. So don't be worried, they will show up automatically. So this for the dividend or reflection side of our contract. We have 4% allocated to marketing and our fund. We have 2% used for manual buyback and burns, and we have 1% automatically added into liquidity. A quick side note for the buyback and burns: we are buying back constantly and gathering the tokens until a good amount to burn additionally with the next burn. These buybacks, of course, are not announced, especially if we are collecting a bigger amount and buying back in a bigger tranche. We won't announce any buybacks at all. 1% also for the liquidity, very important, because we need to achieve a healthy liquidity ratio over time. This just makes the project overall more stable in the future. But we are on a good way. So this for the tax. As I said before, this chart applies for buys and also for sells. The actual goal of our token, BankersDream, is pretty simple. So we are looking to generate passive income. This is our main goal. This is the whole purpose of the token. The first step, of course, was the token itself, by generating BUSD rewards. The rewards are not sustainable in a reward token, because we are always dependent on volume. So this is no long-term sustainable source of income, of course. So we needed, as a team and as a very early community, we needed to find a way to generate additional income next or completely independent of the token itself. The first addition we made, which we started roughly 3 weeks ago, is our Bankers Whale fund. We will go into detail for the fund in a second. And we are also looking into more additions into our ecosystem, as for example a launchpad in the future with our own little twists to it, and some other things which we will not fully announce yet, but a lot of background work going on behind the scenes. So every addition to the ecosystem has always the goal to to generate passive income for the holders of BankersDream. So if we, for example, have our own launchpad and projects are launching on the launchpad and paying a certain fee, the holders will always be participating in this fee. So this is the way of achieving multiple income streams, additional income streams next to the BUSD rewards, which of course are dependent on our trade volume. And with this over time, you will see, quite a big ecosystem growing step by step, because we are not rushing anything. We're taking our time, trying to do things unique and correctly. So this for the goal, the actual main goal of our token. So keep in mind, long-term project. We achieved a lot recently in the past few weeks, since we are roughly 8 weeks old. And there's a lot more to come in the future, especially if you take a look at our community, which is a very, very strong community, a very active community. And also the team. Yeah, the team itself. We always try to be transparent with everything happening in the project, in the business. And yeah, we will see. What do you truly think it's the number one big boy for 2022? The chances are good. Let's keep it this way. The chances are good. Of course, we cannot promise anything regarding market cap or anything else. Just let us stick our head down as a team, as a community, and let's always work towards the next goals. Yeah, achieving the next goals. We came a pretty nice way so far, and I think we are getting ready for the next goal to achieve. So I don't know exactly, is A? No, A is not in the AMA. Okay, so I can't answer his question actually. All right, no more question in the chat. So we can take a look at our fund, which is a very, very interesting part. Because our fund, there are a lot of different projects out there, yeah, having a fund running and all of this, but this is a very unique approach to passive income in the DeFi space, and also as a fund, a very, very unique way of structuring it. So as the strategy, it's a pretty simple strategy. Of course, we have, as we saw before, the marketing wallet, getting some tax allocated into it, and part of the tax is allocated into our fund investments. The way we invest in this fund is also very, very simple and straightforward. So we as a team, we are vetting the projects, we are taking a deeper look at the projects, especially at the team and the long-term sustainability. Just keep in mind, of course, we are no magicians. We are, having a little vetting list going on. We are working through this vetting process, and if we say, all right, this might be a good addition into the fund, we will then start a poll for our community. So in the end, every single one of you here decides if things should be added in the fund or should not be added in the fund. Just keep in mind, if you privately follow these investments, especially with early projects, we are no magicians. Of course, we are taking out like some of the risk, especially with early projects, but still we are in the crypto space and we cannot tell the exact future. The fund itself is aiming for long-term investments. This is a very, very important part. So we are not looking to actively swing trade anything in the fund. Of course, if there is, for example, an ICO which makes a 20 or 30x with the initial investment, we will start to take a little bit of profit out. We will always do this in a healthy way. So, for example, what we saw right now in our chart with this 16 BNB cells, I think there were 16 BNB cells in the past few hours. This is not the way we would take profits. Yeah, everyone is free to do whatever he wants. We took a look at the transactions. It is still a very smart way to take the profits of whoever this is. Yeah, because he is not hurting us in a very, very bad way in the chart. Yeah, he is not dumping a very, very big amount at once. So yeah, still happy to have the people taking profits in a let's say healthy way. But this again, if we take profits from our investments, we try to not hurt the chart at all. There are some basic rules you can follow, and then you will not hurt the chart at all with the profit taking. But yes, overall, long-term investments, very, very important part. And yeah, looking to grow with the projects we are investing in. This is also a reason why we do not consider ourselves as competition for other projects. Yeah, this is also an important side note. Okay. We do not consider ourselves competition for any other project. Of course, there are projects with the same background that they want to generate passive income, but overall, if they generate passive income and we actively invest into them, yeah, this is just great. If they do great for us, for the fund, for the community, then of course we also are growing with the initial investment we made. So at some point, the fund will start to generate yield. It is generating yield already, but at some point it will start to generate bigger amounts of yield, which will be then distributed to the holders in parts. We will take a look at the whole distribution process additionally in a second. But this is basically the main strategy. It is pretty simple, nothing super complicated, especially with the very early utility as a low cap launch as we have been. The easiest way to start a main utility, but still very, very unique in the approach for the crypto space. So for the assets, we haven't been able to change this out yet, so keep in mind this chart will change. This was just the very, very early allocation we had for the assets. We are investing 10%, roughly 10% into ICOs, 20% into staking, and 30% into different reward tokens at the moment. 40% are right here displayed as cash. We had this cash reserve mainly in BNB for the time. Now with the last poll we had, we will start the actual cross-chain investments, and we will start to work on the risk management as well. Because only sticking to BSC and only sticking to, let's say, very low cap projects overall, is not a very good way to invest in a fund. So with the last poll, we will invest into bigger blue chip tokens as well on different chains. And then with this going on, we will of course also start the investments into different projects on these chains. Just to spread the risk overall and to additionally be able to work actively on the risk management. This will change also in regards of things being added in the future. So we are of course taking into a lot of different ways, as for example yield farming, as for example mining, or not projects but properties in for example the metaverse. These are all different things which can generate passive income for everyone in here, and these are the things we are looking into. But of course we need to build this step by step. This fund will grow alongside with our project itself, and at some point you will see the fund sitting on a pretty big size. And this is where things get really, really interesting for the holders, because just keep in mind the actual potential we have with such a fund. If this fund grows to a size of 20 million overall, yeah, 30 million, which is a way to go, but of course, do not underestimate the taxes and the trade volume also picking up. So we came as a token from a trade volume, I think the lowest in 24 hours we saw overall since we launched was around $2,500 in 24 hours, and we came a long way already. And with volume picking up in our project, you will see the fund growing faster and faster as well. So do not underestimate this. This is nothing which we would say is not achievable at all. Yeah, this is just a matter of time until the fund reaches like very big sizes, and this will be the game changer, because with a very big size overall in the fund, you will have a lot of money being generated on a consistent base for the holders. Also important, of course, if we talk about the actual distribution, to take a quick look here. So you see in the future 75% of the yield generated by the fund will be distributed to every single holder. There is no minimum amount anyone needs to hold, because we do not want to actively exclude anyone. Yeah, this would just not be a fair way of dealing with things, because we are aware there are a lot of places on this earth which do not have like very big amounts of money ready to invest, yeah, and it would not be the right approach to exclude anyone basically. But 75% distributed, and now just imagine the possibility we have with such a fund, especially with the fund growing at a size of 20 million, 50 million, 100 million, which is, by the way, still a very small size for a fund overall. But still the possibilities we have, the potential we have with such a utility added into our token is huge, especially since we are investing long term and aiming for actually generating passive income through many different ways, which will feed the distribution itself. And this is when things will be very interesting for the actual holders. This is when things will change for our project, and of course also for the holders, because we are completely independent of trade volume. If we take a look at the passive income, yeah, trade volume doesn't affect us at all of our token. Of course, maintaining a high trade volume in our token itself, plus having the fund additionally pumping out money to everyone in a consistent way. This is what we want to achieve. Yeah. Plus, in the future, just keep this in mind, this is just the main utility we added, but plus in the future, the different additions we will have in the ecosystem itself. Yeah. So we will not stop with the BUSD rewards, we will not stop with the fund itself. There will be a lot of different additions to our ecosystem in which that you can be 100% sure of. If we add anything into our ecosystem, we will always participate our holders in a, yeah, hopefully generous way, of course, especially with things as, for example, on Launchpad. You always need to get the calculations right, otherwise you cannot sustain the Launchpad itself. But mainly from the potential side, since the fund is growing passively with the project itself, yeah, it's just a matter of time. The longer this project runs, the bigger the fund will grow, and the bigger the fund grows, the more actual rewards will be distributed to everyone, completely independent of the trade volume. So we are completely independent of this problem a reward token has. Yeah, because we are aware, if we are looking into, for example, exchange listings, yeah, they are right now not able to implement, for example, BUSD rewards. So if we list on an exchange in the future, yeah, we will always have a little bit of a problem with the with the actual rewards, with the actual BUSD rewards, yeah, the fund does not at all have any problem from this side, yeah. So this, of course, a very unique approach, but I think for the passive income side, which we want to achieve, yeah, we want to achieve a sustainable way of generating passive income. Definitely a nice step we took so far. All right. What? Be whale in CW now. Help me. What do you mean with CW? Do you mean Clearwater? Is this what you mean? SIP, whole market is just down because of Russia-Ukraine situation. Buying the dip will pay off once more. Yes, keep this in mind. So we do all know the whole crypto market is sometimes reacting to different things. Yeah, the same way our token is also reacting to different things happening in the market. So we see a lot of people, yeah, right now taking profit. Mainly because of, in general, altcoins tanking. Yeah, and with altcoins tanking, people tend to secure some of the profits and then join back in once the market recovers. If this is the right decision, I can't tell you because of the actual tax applied. I would say it's not the right decision, but overall, of course, everyone has to do it the way he wants to. So I will just take a look over the chat really quick. Good point on fun. Talk about who we are investing in. When out on social media, I had several other people who were defensive and move toward BTC, Matic, ETH. Talk about. Yes. So also keep this in mind. The fund, since we are displaying the fund actively and the people can see we are investing in our community polls and we are actively working on the fund itself. It changes a lot the opinion for some people out there. So just keep this also in mind.
Yes.
Someone tell me why we are going down. What did I miss? The overall market is tanking at the moment. Market is affected. Wait a second. The market situation at all is making most of the altcoins tanking at the moment. But nothing bad at all. Yeah. This happens. This happens in crypto. It will always happen. We cannot only go vertical upwards. How does that impact us? For once, with the actual BNB pairing we have, so our liquidity is made up of BNB. If BNB goes down, it drags us down automatically. And additionally, you will see some people dragging out investments because they are scared. Yeah, I won't say if this is the right decision to make. Yeah, I would say it's not the right decision solely because of the tax applied. But this is what you see a lot of people doing. If they see a red market, they will pull out like parts of their investments in altcoins, and they will join back in once the market recovers again. This is just the usual cycle you will see in crypto. There's nothing really, yeah, there's nothing which changed in our project. Yeah, nothing done which could actually actively do this. It's just always keep this in mind. If BNB is yeah going down slightly, you will always see the chart also going down without an actual sell appearing, and this is what causes some people to sell. But don't be worried, this is not only because not only in our project. This is just normal in crypto overall due to the pairing, and then of course with a rough market situation overall. But nothing to worry about at all. Yeah, just the usual cycle you will see in crypto happening. Just keep in mind, smart people so we see new buys happening. Yeah. Smart people are using this situation because if you buy in now, of course, you are catching a good price at the moment. And additionally, you will also participate with the BNB pairing. So if BNB goes up again, yeah, and tries to break certain resistance levels, you will see BNB pairing dragging us up alongside. So right now, it's like a bad time to sell. This is what I would say as actual financial advice, not only for our token or our project, yeah, um, actually for all the altcoins out there. Yeah, these are times if altcoins start to tank um, because of the pairing dragging them down and people pulling out their money. This is the time to actually invest. Yeah, just as actual financial advice, not for our project, but actually, yeah, this is the time where I go out with my personal investments and I am adding to my bags. This is the time I do so. Everyone by March 64 vegan food and what? Okay. Oh. So you want to I mean, if people want to do so, you can try it, yeah, but do your own research there with this call. Okay. Do we have questions for the fund or for something else? Salmon, please don't force me to just ban you out of this channel. Okay, I can't see a hand raised at all. We will take a look at some different things. Just give me a second. Let's do it this way. Let's take a look here. So let's take a look. So I can show you like things happening. Again, yeah, if you are taking a look at things this way, yeah, in like for example in 1 minute charts or something like this, I would advise everyone to always change if you are investing long term to at least like I like the 4 hour chart, yeah, just my personal preference at all. But if you are taking a look, just take a longer time and zoom out. It gives you a lot more info overall. Yeah. If you zoom out, you will see with the last pump happening. Yeah, this is something healthy. We need things like this happening. This is healthy. You will always see people taking out profits. Yeah, this will always happen. We saw this here. Of course, this here at this time frame, this looks a lot smaller now than what we have here, but this is also because of our market cap. Do not underestimate this. This here, for example, looks just as a flat line, but at the time we have been sitting here, it was actually looking for us like this. Yeah, so do not underestimate the times before. This is just a normal process happening. We need this to happen. Yeah, it is healthy for our liquidity because a a only vertical movement up is very, very dangerous for a project. Yeah, keep this in mind because with only vertical movement up, you will see a liquidity ratio. So the liquidity ratio you can see right here with our liquidity made of wrapped BNB and here like the diluted liquidity at all. And with a only vertical movement, we would reach a very critical stage with the liquidity. And this is also when you see after a very, very, very big pump, yeah, as for example, when you saw or took a look at EGC, for example, yeah, a lot bigger crash will appear after this. Yeah, this is a very, very healthy correction for us. Very healthy overall and looks very, very nice. If someone just takes a look, as I am doing right now, uh, is something being shared? I don't see anything. Yes, you should be able to see my screen. but Moneybin says he can see the screen. But yes, our chart is getting shared right now, Robert. But you will see a very, very bullish chart here. Yeah, this is a good sign. We have a healthy correction. This is needed. It creates entry points for potential investors who have been watching here on this ride. Because I myself, yeah, this is just what I would do if I, for example, saw this run happening. Yeah, I would not join the run here. Yeah, this is I just my personal thing, because this run, of course, it will always dip down to a certain point. Yeah, I would always try to catch somewhere here on this movement we have here with the whole floor finding process and the correction happening. I would always try, if I was a new investor, to try to catch these points here. And we see this a lot happening. Yeah, and potential investors, they will start with smaller bags, they will join in with smaller bags, and then just keep on watching. Yeah, this is a healthy process we are having right now. We had this here over this time frame after, yeah, this pump we had going on. We had the same process here. Yeah, this is nothing bad at all. Yeah, it's just I have the feeling sometimes people need to get some insight on the things happening. Yeah, because with the BNB market dragging us down, with the BNB pairing dragging us down at the moment. This is something I could also explain here. So if you take a look at yourself at Dextools, you can take a look here at the top left side. You will see our liquidity, our actual liquidity. Yeah, this is our liquidity pool, is made up of BNB. So of course the liquidity itself also depends on the price of BNB. If the price of BNB rises up, our liquidity overall rises. Yeah, and also our market cap you will see rising. You will see green being created in the chart without an actual buy happening. But the same way around, if BNB is going down, it will also drag us down automatically. So this is just a normal process happening. Yeah, just very important that everyone understands this. The pairing itself is putting pressure on the chart, and also, yeah, this normal correction process. But overall, we need this. Yeah, this always happens, and we will always see these things happening, because especially after such pumps. Yeah, this is just simply normal after all. All right, so this for our chart looks very, very nice, I can tell you. So let's take a look here. So this is our website. If you are new here, just take a quick look over the website. Yeah, a lot of information to be found. Just always be aware you can scroll here around in our roadmap. Take a look at our future goals. There will be a lot of changes also applied on the roadmap as well. And yeah, just get the most information you can get out of this things. Important part here. We have the DApp also implemented on the website. Just some quick notes I wanted to give here. You can just copy paste your wallet address in here in this bar. You do not have to connect your wallet. Yeah, this is not needed at all. You can just copy paste your wallet address in here, and then you are able to see the total earned so far. You can see if rewards are still being unclaimed, and you are also able to see the progress for the next payday here. So once this reaches 100%, it says our contract has collected 150 billion tokens, and yeah, then it will sell with the next sell appearing. Just be aware, we are always having the full control over the contract sales. Right now we found a pretty good balance. You are not able to swing trade off the contract sell. Yeah, this is what we had before. People have been able to swing trade the contract sell, but this is also not the intention behind it. Got pinged here. Have you ever checked out Elrond as possible investment crypto? No, but you can drop me a DM. Yeah, just drop me a DM with, for example, the website or the Telegram or something like this, and then we can take a look at it. All right. If you want to claim the rewards sitting in here, you can connect your wallet and then you can manually claim your rewards. Still would advise not to do so because you have to pay the gas fee yourselves. Just be a little bit patient. They will come into your wallet automatically. In fact, we can just take a look. So give me a second. We can simply take a random wallet out here. Let's just take like not a super big one. Let's just take this one here. And you see, you can just simply copy paste this wallet address in here. You will see a total earned. You will also see there are still rewards which haven't been distributed yet. So this wallet, for example, would be able to connect to the dashboard and then manually claim the rewards by paying the gas fee. But again, just be a little bit patient. Yeah, it is not needed to actually claim the rewards. And here we can see as well. So this wallet has been holding for quite some time, has been accumulating a good amount of rewards so far, and $20 still not claimed. So pretty nice. All right. Yes, listen to the motivationals of Moneybin. A lot of power stuff in there. I think after listening to the motivationals, you want to go on a shilling ride with Moneybin. All right. Our fund. You can always take a look at our fund. Just give it a little bit of time to actually load, and then you are able to see, actually the amount of holdings we have right now. Yeah, of course, this is also something, as we said before, you see the overall market tanking. Yeah, you see this in Evergrow Coin, EarnHub. Yeah, another thing since they got hacked. Can see this here. Yeah, that this is no exception to our token. When the overall market is tanking, you will see most of the altcoin projects also tanking. And nothing to be worried about. This is the time to just go out and buy more if you are interested in a long-term hold in a project. But overall, just a quick explanation. You see right here, we have a connection to the fund wallet. It fetches the data from the fund wallet itself. So you see in here all the tokens which are held by the actual fund wallet itself. This part here is only for the staking part. So if you are staking something, you will always need to send the tokens from your wallet, away to the staking contract. And of course, we cannot display it with this automatic data fetch because this is also live tracking the prices if we refresh here. This here is manually added, but also shows the right amount staked. Here, what you can see here, for example, in Moon. And additionally shows the price and gives you an overall holding of the fund right now. I see we are missing the last payment into the fund. So this is what I need to do also. Yes, but overall you have 100% display of the total fund. We will also include the actual fund wallet address here to display, just so everyone can also take a look at BSC scan itself. And yes, in 2 months we have gone from 80,000 market cap to approximately 8 million. With the same growth, we could literally go from here to 1 billion by end of April. Know what you own. Yes, if you apply the same growth for the next months, yes. Just be sure we came a long way already. Yeah, we are sitting on a 100x since pre-sale. So our chart is very, very bullish. The project itself, our community and all these things are very bullish. Yeah. These are things which I would be looking for if I wanted to pick a new investment. Yeah, I would take a look at the team, at the actual utility, if it is a utility project and not a how do you call them, degen play. And I would also take a look at the community itself. Yeah, because community is a key factor for projects. If you have a community which is very, very, let's say negative overall, not interactive, yeah, I wouldn't have a good feeling investing in such a project. You will always need a community, but I can tell you our community is very active. This I can tell you. All right. Do we have some more questions? Anything? Keep in mind, if you do not want to talk to me, just drop your question in the chat and I can take a look at it. Telegram almost 3,000 strong. Yes, but I need to take away the excitement because I will most likely go through it again, or AJ will go through it again, and we will kick the bots, the obvious bots, because this is something we are doing permanently, kicking out the bots which have been joining through some promos and stuff like this. Yeah, because we do not want to have anything botted at all. All right, because I see this right now with the tweet in here in our chat. If you see something like this, and you have the time to do so, just yes, as Mowgli has done, just go to the link. For example, on Twitter, like it, retweet it, maybe leave a comment if you have the time, if you want to. These are basically free. This is basically free exposure for us. Yeah. We had very, very good results with our Reddit posts. So we posted on our community, let's say it this way. Our community posted a lot on different subreddits. We have been able to get trending and everything only with the community. And this actually is big to achieve and shows a lot of strength of the community. And if you have the time, I cannot stress this enough. Yeah, just upvote, comment, like, and retweet, and just help us overall with the exposure, because exposure is a key factor in the growth of a token. So this is also something I keep talking about a lot in AMAs. There is no magical switch we can trigger for marketing. There is nothing like this which we just turn on or which we just pay, and you will see our chart doubling, tripling, or 4xing. Yeah, there is nothing like this. Exposure is a long approach. You need it constantly through different sources. This for sure. Yeah, so we are running ads, Twitter promos, Reddits with the community, and all of this stuff. What works today may not work tomorrow. Exactly. Also important. And keep in mind, there is nothing we can do as a team to just instantly trigger a FOMO. Because if we had access to something like this, or projects had access to something like this, you would not see a single project going down or having a dip. Yeah, they would just all constantly be growing and growing and growing. Yeah, this is just not possible. There is no instant switch for something like this. So what we are focusing on, of course, is having constant exposure, just being exposed to as as many people as possible, yeah, at the time. And then the key thing we need to do as a community and especially as a team, we need to provide a way to educate the people about our project. Yeah, this is, for example, what we want to do with the daily AMAs. We want to give potential new investors the chance to learn something about the project. And yeah, with this, you will see that we are creating long-term holders over time. Yeah, this takes longer. This is a harder approach, but in the end, it is the only way marketing actually works. Yeah, there is no switch we can trigger. There is nothing like this. Of course, there are some things, as for example, a CMC listing, which just causes a pump up and then a dump right afterwards. But this is nothing sustainable we could do to just instantly pump the chart up and keep this level. Yeah, especially the floor holding process in corrections is done with a lot of education and the people actually being long-term investors in the token. Yeah, so this is what we want to achieve. Um, some of us have been talking about pivoting our social media tags away from a mean, coinish, and shilling approach and more into professional marketing style. Yes, I mean, we do not want to let's say interfere as a team with the way the community handles things. We need the ideas of the community, and basically all of you are free to do whatever you want to. And but I would say going away from this meme coinish shilling thing and trying to approach things more in a more professional marketing style, as you say it here, it helps a lot. Yeah, because this is what we can just see, for example, in Reddit, or what we hear from our holders, our community, and can read in the chat daily. There are, of course, always people which are very skeptical, yeah, because of a lot of scams going around in the crypto space and all of this. So people are very skeptical towards new things they see, which is a good thing. Yeah, this is a very good thing, that they are skeptical. But we see if they are actively talking about stuff with our community, they are getting very, very interested. And we saw some very, very good results recently with this kind of, yeah, let's say shilling going on. Um, Booker, you're a real visionary about it. Yeah, let's not say visionary, but we as a team we have a little bit of a different approach. We are not the usual dev team, as you can say. We are looking at this as a business, and if you take a look at a business, yeah, for example, Amazon or Apple or Microsoft, yeah, they haven't been worth billions because of a quick pump overnight. Yeah, this is not possible. This is always the combination of, let's say, let's keep it to business, not to crypto, but this is always for business. The product needs to be a good product, yeah, and it needs to be fueled with good marketing. Yeah, there is no marketing which causes just all the people buying this product. If there would be such a way of marketing, every single company would use this way of marketing. But there simply is no way of this, and we want to apply this business-like approach more into our project. And so far we have seen good results, but of course you need to change things around a little bit, because in the crypto space, community is a key factor. Yeah, that's why you see us around a lot. That's why we are having this daily AMAs. That's why we try to answer every question. Yeah, we want to give everyone in here a comfortable long-term hold. Yeah. Not having the trouble questioning themselves, why is this going on now? Yeah. I see this in some other projects. People just being worried and asking themselves, what is going on at the moment? Yeah, this is something we want to avoid. And I think it is the right approach because from what I see in crypto project, it is not the marketing taking the project off. Mainly it is the community itself taking the project always to the next level. This is something we really need to remember, especially as a team and as a project. Future of finance investments fund built on the block. Yes, yes. Um, the DeFi space overall is a huge opportunity because we are super early. Yeah, crypto overall is super early, but we see the adoption out there in the world being massive, yeah, over the years, especially with literal countries adopting Bitcoin as a currency. Yeah, this is huge for the crypto space. Um, 100% agree. Community and transparency are extremely important, and we have both. Exactly, exactly. Um, we have both. You will always see people swing trading or stuff like this, but keep in mind we need this stuff happening. And in the long run, you will see us achieving a lot of goals over time. Yeah. With what you are saying and the idea you have with the mentality and foresight about how you want to build this, you have my support. On bio is nothing. Yes, we do not have a goal for us in which we say, all right, we achieved this and we are done. Especially with the project and let's say the business growing over time, you will see a lot of changes being made. Swing trading pays
Hey,
long-term
Poocoin, how are you?
bankers with reflections. Yes, definitely. Swing trading pays us reflections, yeah, because they create actual volume, which is totally fine. I'm not saying no to the reflections. Moneyben, have you been talking right now?
Yes, how you, Paul?
Hey, how are you, Moneyben? Everything fine?
Good in yourself, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
everything's good, man.
totally
Carrying on.
fine.
Just yeah, just pushing the marketing, pushing the token. Lots of work in the background, going on. And as you know, and yeah, I just want to add my 2 cents in here, just for the community, guys. Your support means the world to everybody in this team. From the mods, admins, devs, everyone, all the way up and all the way down to your fellow community members. Excuse me. And we appreciate that you guys are investing in this token, in the vision, because I don't want to say token anymore because we're heading away from that. We're moving more towards a business, as Booker was saying. And, it takes every one of you. I know we all get tired and sometimes we go, I don't really feel like shilling anymore. I don't feel like doing anything else marketing wise or whatever. Guys, I tell you what, these motivationals that I put up, I want you guys to feel important, that you are as important as you are to the community. You guys need to understand your importance because if you're not there, this project won't succeed as an ongoing thing. They need you. You are the key factor. So let's take a quick look at our growth in the red market when this thing launched. We survived that. We actually prospered through that period. So we need to try and treat this as another red market in our heads, how it's going, because it is that. And we need to prosper. We need to buckle down and we need to keep going. Regardless, this is a lot of work, you guys, behind the scenes that goes on. You guys don't realize a lot of work, but we do it because we care about you. We want to see everybody in this community thrive and everybody making some money and they can look after themselves and their families.
Definitely, definitely. So Moneybin is just basically yeah, always telling the truth in, in the AMAs. But very,
100%.
very true. Yeah, this is
It's, it's important. It's important that people understand, that, in any relationship, whether you're in friendship, marriage, or business, and you invest in the community, it's the same thing. You've got a relationship with that community. So, you need to foster that relationship. You need to enhance it. You need to work that relationship, because relationships are interesting and also difficult at the same time. But if you have a supportive relationship, then the sky's the limit. You guys can do and achieve anything that you want to do. It just comes down to what your personal experience is, and you need to hone that in. You need to hone that in as hard as possible and focus and turn that around. Turn your efforts into actual amazing actions, and you'll see that there's going to be a beautiful future for every one of you. I'm telling you, just keep on it, keep plowing the field. Just a quick thing. Sorry, I'm talking a lot here, but if you take a farmer doesn't, after he plants his seeds and stuff, water the thing and then walk away and then hope to come back in a year's time and everything's fine. He's constantly out there sorting out the weeds, sorting out the insects, the bugs, spraying the bugs, etc. And he's cultivating his land. So you need to take that same mentality in this. You need to cultivate your investment. And the way you can do it, your part that you can do, is to support the community and support the devs. Because if you do that, then it automatically will be a success. We've proven we can do it. It happened in the beginning. We can do it again. We just need to replicate this. There's this 8 million market cap that we've done. We need to replicate this now. So guys, I need you with me, and I need you with the devs, please.
definitely. Be sure to also listen to the voice messages Moneybin is dropping here. It's just awesome voice messages at all. All
Just one other
right.
thing, guys. Just one other thing, guys. Just so you know, I'm interviewing Booker tomorrow night after the AMA. We're gonna do just a bit of questions back and forth in terms of the history of the project. How the guys came to do the project, and then also just a few questions on basic financial terms, etc., to understand. But it's going to be exciting. It's going to be jam packed with interesting info. So I need you guys to please tomorrow be on the AMA tomorrow, because we're going to go through the interview and we're going to uncover some hidden secrets behind the doors of Banker's Dream, to give you guys a little bit more insights. It's almost like a sneak preview behind the curtain to see what's going on. So you guys need to please be tuning in tomorrow for the AMA. We're going to do it right after the AMA, or at the end of the AMA.
Definitely. I think I haven't seen any questions right now. I'm hoping not a lot of tough questions will happen. But yes, if you have the time, join in and be sure to listen to this, because it might be very, very interesting.
Booker, I mean, you went through what's the other guys, Legit Crypto. Remember, they gave you guys quite a hammering, in terms of your questions. So don't worry. I mean, the questions are just going to be, something that the community can understand a bit better what goes on. Not too hectic, you will obviously, and you'll have access to that. But yes, I mean, you went through the Legit Crypto guys, and they really put you through your paces, and you still came out tops there. And then even the guys at Legit Crypto ended up investing in this token because of your answers and because of your belief in your product. Yourself and AJ and Simply and all the gang, etc. And so Chris, so yeah, you guys are amazing. So if they're gonna buy into you, and they were totally skeptical at first, and you swung them just by doing what you do. So thank you very much for all your efforts, Booker.
Yes, yeah, appreciate it. So if you haven't been aware, we had an AMA with a smaller investor group, but do not underestimate this group. They have a lot of buying power in there, and they have been hammering us with a lot of hard questions. I can tell you this, especially in the time after the official AMA. So we've all been just sitting around in the voice chat, and they have been taking a look at us and turning us upside down, and have been asking a lot of questions. But still, I know the owners of the channels are still holding, still invested, and yeah. So I guess if these people are satisfied with our answers, I guess we could, yeah, answer basically anything. Yeah, we have nothing to hide. So if you have a question,
You do.
just always
Well,
feel free to ask. Yeah, this is something I really stress also. If there are any questions, do not keep them for yourself. Yeah, just ask them. We are not mad at you if you have a harder question for us. Yeah, there is no way we get mad at anyone here if you keep it, of course, in a correct manner. Yeah, this is of course just um, but I can't stress this enough. You need to ask your
it's gonna,
questions. This is very, very important. Don't stick your
yes,
questions
guys.
back. This is very, very important overall.
Exactly, guys. You must, this is your time. You go ahead and ask the questions because that's what these AMAs are for. You guys need to ask any question that that you want answered in terms of the investment and where the growth is, where we're planning to go with this product, and use this time. Don't be shy. If you want to, just type in the chat. As I said, but this is your time now to ask the questions and get the answers that you want. So please don't be scared.
Definitely, definitely. All right. I
That question,
guess.
guys.
Yes, yes, of course.
I'm late to this AMA, so sorry if I missed it. But what kind of real estate investments are you guys going to be making, and then when do you think you'll be making those?
Oh, this is a tough question because the actual real estate investments, we want them to be, of course, in a yeah, kind of decentralized way. So the best bet would always be a DAO. But the problem with this is what we are facing right now, that the legal situation for a DAO to be able to sign all the paperwork for a real estate investment, um, it is a legal mess. This is quite a long-term goal. Already taking a look at different possibilities. The easiest way, of course, to do so would be simply if we are registering as a company, which we are, yeah, in the making at the moment. We have always the option to buy real estate as the company and then in some form give it back to the holders. Yeah, this would be the easiest way, but of course we want to have it, yeah, crypto related. This whole, especially the real assets, the bridge building between crypto and the real world, and taking a look at different things. Yeah, there are possibilities, for example, also with fractional NFTs, which we have seen so far, so that you are able to buy the ownership of real estate in form of an NFT. But this also is a legal mess. Yeah, it's not easy to yeah, get a hang on this one. It will take time, yeah, for us to implement this. But this also is something if we or once we are able to do this. So I would say whatever is on the roadmap, because this. Let me take a look. Yeah, looking for this as a long-term goal, especially with the DAO, in mid 2023. Yeah. Just keep in mind this is
Okay.
something which we can't just do overnight. Yeah, this is not easy to do.
Oh no, I understand. Yep.
Definitely.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry, no problem. All right. Is let just let me take a look really quick. Okay, I need
I was
to.
also the one that brought up maybe a coordinated buy event. I know that someone mentioned those can be dangerous because if we pump it, then maybe people might start selling or dumping. Um, I mean, what do you guys think about that?
I mean, we are down to buy. I can tell you this. Um,
Well, right. Always down to buy.
yes, of course, yeah.
DTB.
But I think money. I think you're still listening. I hope Do you think you can?
Yes, I'm listening.
Perfect. Do you think, because I have no problem at all, yeah, with something. If people are looking to reinvest their BUSD rewards, they could also do it a little bit coordinated. Yeah, nothing wrong about this one. But these things we want to keep more to the community itself. So if you would want to organize this, just feel free.
Yes, 100%, guys. Just a
Okay.
quick thing, I'm going to jump in here. Quickly, Paul. Guys, if you want to do a coordinated buying event, we can do it either today or tomorrow. It's no problem. Just hit me up in the DMs, etc. Just want to see how many people are interested in this, and then we can arrange it. Obviously, the next logical step is we need to push the chart over the 2,000 mark and sort of head towards the 2,500 or 3,000 mark. So I think our aim must be that. We need to establish that floor, above the 2,000 to the 3,000 threshold, because, once we get past that point, that hurdle, because I feel, sometimes we have got this bit of a thing hanging over our heads where we think, why is it not going past the 2,000? Must be something wrong. Yes, no, the markets are down. So remember, we prospered during the markets down last time. So let's use this opportunity to try and get past the 2,000 and all the way onto the 3,000, because that will settle everybody's nerves, and say, okay, we now found a new floor. Great. Now we can build on that. So please DM me, no problem.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not against doing it in, I just said, let's do it in 23 minutes. I mean, we can do it at the top of the hour here and just, it can be a small one. Doesn't need to be super large. Let's just do it in 22 minutes.
I've got no issue, man. We can do that too. I think we can do 22 minutes. We can do 40 minutes, 1 hour. I mean, I'm out of work. I'll be on here until about, it's 10:30 now my side. I'll be on here till about 4, 5 in the morning or 3 in the morning. So you guys just DM me, let me know how many. I'm up for it. No problem.
Okay. Yeah. Can you set a timer for 20 minutes and then we all just start buying?
I can do this. Okay. All right. So let's do this way. We will do this. Like, it doesn't matter if it's just a small one. Yeah. Just let's see if we are doing this as a community. Yeah. I will join in, definitely. You can be sure of this. I will set up a timer as an AMA. Yeah, this is no actual AMA for 20 minutes, but this is the actual timer for the little community buy. Yeah.
That's it. Guys, if you've got $50 lying around, $30, $100, whatever your comfort zone is, remember, this is not financial advice whatsoever, but if you got your 50, 80, 100, whatever you can afford, etc., let's pump that into that and grow your bags, because you've got, it's affordable. It's on sale at the moment. So let's kill it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm in. All right. Yeah.
Perfect.
Do it. Set a timer for 20 minutes. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's
so
go, babies.
I need to get ready for this one actually. Then we will cut this AMA to an end for today. So I will settle the timer in most likely exactly 20 minutes, 21 minutes. And once the timer runs out, we can start the actual buy event. Lifestyle Ninja, I don't have enough gas. I can send you something, Lifestyle Ninja. Drop me your wallet in the DMs. Is he even in the AMA?
Yeah, that's a common problem, man.
Lifestyle Ninja, just drop me your wallet in a DM. I will send you a little bit for gas fee. All right. Thank you for participating. I will set up the timer and then we will start at 20 minutes with this coordinated buy.
Awesome.
I think it's a nice idea.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Definitely appreciate all of you, and thank you for participating. We will hear each other again in the next AMA. Let's make this coordinated buy. I love this idea personally, I have to say. All right, people. Bye-bye.